Alright, let's dive into the latest buzz coming straight out of Foxborough, because the New England Patriots are stirring things up big time during voluntary OTAs. And if you thought things would be quiet in the early offseason, think again. We've got rookies already making noise, a top draft pick securing the bag, depth chart shakeups, injury updates, and even some undrafted names who are climbing the ranks. Let's break it all down. First off, let's talk about the big man himself, the Patriots' #1 pick, and the 4th overall in the entire NFL draft. Offensive tackle Will Campbell out of LSU. This guy has been turning heads since the moment he stepped on the field in Foxborough, and now he's officially locked in. The Patriots signed Campbell to a 4-year rookie deal worth a whopping $43.66 million, including a massive signing bonus of $28.39 million. That's a serious investment, and from what we're seeing early on, it looks like money well spent. Campbell has been a mainstay at left tackle all throughout the voluntary OTA sessions, even though it's non-contact, helmets only, and still, early in the offseason, Campbell's presence and consistency are impossible to ignore. He's not just showing up, he's showing out. He's been taking all the first-team reps, and no one's really come close to challenging him for that spot, which says a lot, especially considering how fluid the rest of that offensive line has been. And it's not just the fans and media buzzing. Doug Marrone, the new offensive line coach and a guy with head coaching experience in both Jacksonville and Buffalo, has been full of praise for Campbell. He's emphasized that the rookie is putting in the work on the fundamentals and details, which is exactly what you want to see from someone making the leap from college to the NFL. Even a top 5 pick. Marrone made it clear that Campbell is soaking up reps, showing up every day, and doing everything asked of him. And honestly, for a rookie, that's the dream. That's exactly what coaches hope to get. But in Campbell's case, he's doing even more than expected. From all indications, Will Campbell isn't just fitting in. He's leading. And that's not something you typically hear about a first-year offensive lineman. He's setting an example, holding himself accountable, and bringing others along with him. It's easy to see why the Patriots felt comfortable using such a high draft pick on him, and now that the ink is dry on that contract, it's full steam ahead. But Campbell's not the only rookie making waves. On the offensive side of the ball, 2 other first-year players are turning heads in a big way and could very well be starters by the time week 1 rolls around. Let's talk about running back Tavon Henderson, the second rounder out of Ohio State. While Ramondre Stevenson is technically still the lead back, and that's more due to his contract and seniority than anything else, Henderson is already pushing hard to be the 1B in what looks like it could be a shared backfield. And look, it's not like Henderson is just making noise because of lack of competition. He's already jumped ahead of Antonio Gibson in the pecking order, and he's impressing the staff every time he steps on the field. Running backs coach Tony Dews has gone on record talking about how intelligent Henderson is. Football smart, system smart, concept smart. He's not just an athlete, he's a complete football player. And the Patriots are making it clear there, trying to capitalize on that versatile skill set. What makes Henderson such a dangerous weapon is how multifaceted he is. He's not just a speedster who's going to break off a big run every once in a while. He's showing he can run between the tackles, bounce outside, catch passes out of the backfield, and even handle pass protection duties. That kind of versatility is gold in today's NFL, and it's exactly the mold that the Patriots have used in the past with guys like James White, Danny Woodhead, Kevin Falk, and even Rex Burkhead. Those Swiss Army knife-type backs who keep defenses guessing every time they line up. That's the category Henderson is trending toward. So when you got a guy like that who can do a little bit of everything and is already getting first-team reps during OTAs, that's a huge deal. Josh McDaniels, back in the fold as offensive coordinator, is known for utilizing backs who can be weapons all over the field, and it seems like Henderson is stepping right into that role. Moving on to the wide receiver group, another rookie who's jumping into the spotlight is 3rd-round pick Kyle Williams out of Washington State. Now, keep in mind, Stephon Diggs is still working his way back and isn't fully cleared yet. So while Diggs will obviously be a starter once he's healthy, there's room right now for other guys to prove they belong in that rotation. And Williams is doing just that. In fact, he might already be staking a claim to one of those starting receiver spots, especially in 3-wide sets. Williams has shown excellent release off the line and explosive burst after the catch. He's already made highlight reel plays in limited OTA action, including a beautiful over-the-shoulder grab on a go route that had coaches and teammates buzzing. Wide receivers coach Todd Downing, who came over from the Jets, has been really impressed. He's noted how quickly Williams is picking things up and how natural his transition from college to the pros has looked. He doesn't look overwhelmed or a step slow, quite the opposite. He's locked in, learning fast, and standing out. Downing pointed out that Williams is making very few mistakes, and when he does slip up, he corrects them quickly. That's a big deal for a rookie, especially in an offense that demands precision. He's showing the kind of maturity and football IQ that could make him a key contributor right away. So with Campbell at left tackle, Henderson at running back, and Williams potentially locking down one of those X or slot receiver spots, the Patriots could very realistically have 3 rookies starting on offense when the season kicks off. That's not just good drafting, that's a culture shift. And it's something fans should be excited about. But it's not just the high draft picks making noise. One of the names that's coming up more and more in conversations around the facility is none other than Efren Chisholm III. Yes, the undrafted wide receiver who has been putting on a show in OTAs. Every day it seems like he's making plays, racking up receptions, and doing it all without making mental mistakes. That's a huge plus for an undrafted guy trying to make an NFL roster. Chisholm's been running with his second and even first team at times, taking full advantage of the opportunities that injuries and absences have provided. With guys like Matt Hollins and Stephon Diggs still easing their way back, and Jalen Polk on the sidelines, Chisholm has stepped in and made himself hard to ignore. He's not the biggest guy, standing around 5'10" or 5'11", and he didn't come from a powerhouse school. He's an Eastern Washington product. But none of that has mattered so far. What matters is what he's doing on the field, and what he's doing is looking like he belongs. Coaches, media, teammates, everyone is seeing the same thing. Chisholm fits. He's getting open, catching balls, and showing chemistry with the quarterbacks, including rookie Drake May. And if the Patriots had to set the 53-man roster today, there's a very real chance Chisholm would be on it. In fact, you could see them try to sneak someone like Javon Baker onto the practice squad instead, just to make room for Chisholm on the active roster. Now, obviously, Diggs, Hollins, Douglas, and Williams are basically locks at the wideout position. Keyshawn Bout is starting to earn trust again, and Jalen Polk is still considered an asset with that second-round status, but Chisholm is making it hard for the coaching staff to ignore him. And if he can contribute on special teams, maybe, as a returner or a gunner, that could seal the deal and get him onto that roster as a 6th or 7th wide receiver. Now, let's switch gears and talk about injuries, because unfortunately, they're already becoming a factor. One of the more concerning moments in OTAs came when linebacker Jahlani Tavai went down with what looked like a potentially serious injury. Teammates immediately took off their helmets, knelt down, and looked visibly concerned. Fortunately, reports later confirmed that it's a calf injury and not something worse like an Achilles tear or an ACL. Still, he's expected to be sidelined until at least training camp. That's a bit of a relief, especially when you look around the league and see other players already dealing with season-ending injuries. The Patriots dodged a bullet with Tavai, but he'll need time to rehab and get right before he's back in the mix. As for Stephon Diggs, like we mentioned earlier, he's been back on the field and moving well, but he hasn't been fully cleared just yet. There are still questions about whether he's passed all the necessary physical benchmarks to be ready for week 1. No panic yet, but definitely something to monitor as we get closer to camp. Then there's Michael Onwenu, who is still being held out of team drills. He suffered a hand injury late last season and is working his way back slowly. That's notable because he's a key piece of that offensive line, and his absence, along with veteran right tackle Morgan Moses still recovering, leaves some real uncertainty on the right side. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are swirling through the NFL corridors as rumors emerge that Caleb Williams, the electrifying quarterback sensation, might be headed to the New England Patriots. While nothing is officially confirmed, the mere suggestion of Williams donning the Patriots' iconic navy and red has sparked a frenzy among fans and analysts alike. Known for his dynamic playmaking abilities and poise under pressure, Caleb Williams has been one of the most talked about talents coming out of college football, and his potential transition to the professional level is generating serious buzz. The Patriots, a franchise synonymous with strategic brilliance and quarterback excellence, seem like a natural landing spot for a player of Williams' caliber. The team's history of grooming and maximizing elite quarterbacks, from Tom Brady's legendary reign to the promising flashes of Mac Jones, makes the possibility of Caleb Williams joining their ranks a tantalizing prospect. Patriots fans, still hungry for that next franchise quarterback, might finally see a new era dawn with Williams at the helm. Sources close to the situation suggest that negotiations could be underway or on the verge of kicking off, hinting at a mutual interest between Williams and the Patriots organization. If this signing does materialize, it would mark a significant move in the offseason, shaking up the quarterback landscape and forcing rival teams to rethink their strategies. Caleb Williams' skill set, marked by agility, a strong arm, and remarkable decision-making, fits perfectly with the Patriots' adaptable offensive schemes under head coach Bill Belichick. Of course, in the NFL world, rumors fly fast and often, but the timing and context surrounding this possible signing make it particularly compelling. With the Patriots eager to reclaim their dominance and Williams looking to make an immediate impact, the pieces seem to align well. Analysts are already speculating on how Williams' arrival could change the dynamics of the AFC East, possibly giving the Patriots an edge in a fiercely competitive division. While the official confirmation remains pending, the potential addition of Caleb Williams to New England's roster has fans buzzing with excitement and anticipation. Could this be the start of a new chapter for the Patriots? Only time will tell, but for now, the rumor mill is alive and well, and all eyes are on Caleb Williams and the Patriots front office to see if this buzz becomes reality. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.